Hi, everybody. Welcome to your next week of class. I don't have a lot of announcements because we're kind of in that limbo phase where you're gearing up to do your lesson plan, but you haven't done them yet. Maybe you're doing them this week, which would be great. So, not much to talk about, which is fine. I just want to bring your attention to an announcement that I had recently made about the permission slips. So I had somebody ask about the permission slips because I guess Dr. Brown said that you needed permission slips. However, I talked to Dr. Basurdo and she said that's only if your mentor or site need them. So Fresno State has an understanding with all the different schools that any video that you take is focused on you and it's not being distributed anywhere. So Panopto is a secure platform and it goes just straight to me. It's not we're not putting on YouTube or anything where the other strangers could see. So if your site wants a permission slip, you can always ask. You would click on the OCP website and I put the hyperlink here. Bookmark this page because it has everything that you need for your entire credential program. So if you click on that, it'll take you to the student teacher placements for the credential program. You scroll down to the site visitation project, which is your big project at the end. And if you go all the way down, it has the permission slips in 5 different languages. So if you want that, or if your mentor or your site wants that, it's all right here. Just to kind of give you a heads up, this is the paperwork that you'll need for your SVP. And I'll go through that again as it gets closer. We want to take it slow. We need to get our first lesson done first. But it has everything that you need in here. Your FAST manual's in here. Your TSP, that's next semester, so don't worry about that. But this site, the OCP website, is bookmark it and have it at all times because it's your kind of guideline for the rest of the semester. We do have our discussions, so make sure that you're participating in those. I do like hearing about what your answers were to the questions and replying and kind of creating that community. And then just a reminder, we have our calendar in our files. Make sure that you are trying to follow that as closely as possible, and that way it keeps you on track. If you have stuff that comes up, I totally understand. We can get creative with how to get you the hours that you need or get you lessons in the TK20 ready to be observed by me. So, for example, I had a student last semester who had some family stuff come up, and so his mentor teacher taught 2 different maths, and he would teach 2 different lessons on the same day. But they're 2 different lessons, 2 different recordings, 2 different lesson plans. And so he was able to get, 2 done in 1 week, or I think at one point he got 3 done in 1 week. So we can get creative. Don't think that you have to have, very rigid, like each week, XYZ. Life happens and we'll work with it. So just being open communication with me is very helpful. Like I said, I don't have a lot to say because I'm just kind of waiting for those lessons to roll in. Just make sure you have your lesson plan and video uploaded into TK20, and then email me. You got a Panopto tutorial, but if you need me to go over Panopto again, I can. Just maybe leave a comment in the discussion post so that I know that we need to go over Panopto again. Or if you need TK20 tutorial again, I can do both of those. All right. So your question of the day is, what is a strategy that you're seeing now that you see that's really effective with your mentor teacher? I know I kind of asked this question before, but I want to see, as you've been in the classroom a little bit longer, are you noticing specific things? And sometimes when we see a classroom, we just see it run really smoothly, and that's great, and we think that there's not a lot of background going on, but there is. So something as simple as, how do they walk through the class? How do they monitor? How do they call on students? What do they do with those students that are maybe acting a little down or depressed? So what's like something that you're noticing that you didn't notice at first, and now you're realizing like, oh, that's a really effective strategy. Okay, so put that in the discussion, and then please reply to each other. It builds a sense of community since we're doing asynchronous. I really want that connection. All right, have a great week.